How have you seen the technology move and change? And then maybe give the audience a bit of an insight into what Teletrac Navman's done to keep pace with that.
I think in the early days when I entered telematics, it was still in its fairly infant state.
Yeah.
Now, what that means is that a lot of organisations would negotiate with the tech companies such as ourselves at an elevated level, which meant the executive leadership team who signed the checks essentially to purchase the technology negotiated with our sales teams.
Yeah.
The missing piece were the end users, the drivers, and often the drivers felt excluded from the process.
Yeah.
And they had to make up their own mind as to what this technology was. Because they weren't consulted in the first place, their minds constantly went to that pessimistic perspective that this is Big Brother, it's just an opportunity for the organisation to spy on me. So there was a great deal of resistance from drivers representatives and unions. So early on in my years at Teletrac Navman, I spent quite a considerable amount of time researching the objections from the drivers and the unions, understanding the root cause behind that, and then devising a plan as to how we can better consult with the drivers, bring them into the process and get their genuine feelings as to what their concerns were. Often their concerns were built on myths, and breaking down those myths, talking to the drivers gave them a sense of inclusion. And when you include the drivers in that result, they're much more likely to adopt the technology and see the benefits rather than the negatives.